Hi, everyone. I'm Olga Villaverde. U.S. authorities charged 3 men with conspiring to support ISIS. The men are accused of trying to travel to Syria to fight for the terror group. We're going to bring you more on this story a little bit later. In other news today, the Department of Homeland Security will shut down in just a few days unless the Senate passes a funding bill. Now, House Speaker John Boehner is blasting Democrats in the upper chamber for not doing their job.
Senate Democrats have stood in the way now for 3 weeks over a bill that should have been debated and passed. So until the Senate does something, we're in a wait-and-see mode.
Yesterday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell conceded to the Democrats who demanded a DHS funding bill without any riders that would have blocked the president's plans for immigration. Southern California officials say the rail crossing where a train slammed into a truck yesterday morning was known to be dangerous. The NTSB is still investigating yesterday morning's rush hour crash, which injured 50 people. Police say felony hit-and-run charges have been filed against the driver of the truck. Investigators originally thought his car was stuck on the tracks, but now it appears he made a wrong turn just prior to the accident.
The truck made a premature right turn. Instead of turning onto westbound 5th Street, it actually turned onto the railroad tracks that you can see behind me to my left. So the vehicle was actually straddling the railroad tracks.
Officials say they're still looking into whether drugs or alcohol was a factor here. Lawyers for the ex-Marine found guilty of murder in the American Sniper trial promised to appeal his conviction. A Texas jury took just about a few hours to find Eddie Ray Ralph guilty of murdering Chris Kyle and Chad Littlefield. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Littlefield's mother says God has finally brought her justice for the murder of her son.
God has proved to be faithful, and we're so thrilled that we have the verdict that we have tonight. And thank you guys for being so compassionate.
Ralph's lawyers tried to offer an insanity defense, but the jury was not buying it. The FCC will vote tomorrow on a series of new controversial internal rules. The commission will most likely increase regulations for companies that provide internet access like Verizon and Time Warner Cable. The new rules would block those companies from charging more money in order to create fast lanes. Critics argue the rules could lead to more taxes. And finally, the U.S. Supreme Court looks like it will vote in favor of a Muslim woman who was denied a job at Abercrombie & Fitch because she violated the store's look policy. The judges are considering if Samantha Eloff was required to ask for a religious accommodation in order for the company to be sued under the Civil Rights Act, which bans religious discrimination. The High Court will deliver its ruling by the end of June. And we, of course, will keep you posted on that ruling as well. And that's your Newsmax Now update. I'm Olga Villaverde. Remember, for all the late breaking news, stay connected right here to Newsmax.com.